Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Nev here on Rainbow Tarot UK. A very warm welcome if you are new to my channel. It's lovely to have you here. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, then I just want to say thanks again for coming back and choosing to have another reading with me. It's lovely to have you. So today we are asking about the person on your mind, somebody that you are presumably in separation from or you don't have any contact with, and you're asking, do they miss you? So are they missing you currently? What are their thoughts and feelings, and what's going to be, if anything, their next move? So we've got our three piles to choose from. We have got pile number one, which is the Judgment card here, and that's with the little star here. Okay, then we have pile number two, which is the Queen of Cups. There we go, and that's with this little kind of this little stone. It's like a little coral, sort of got a little coral shimmer to it, or peach tone, if you like. And then pile number three is the Four of Swords. There we go, and that is with the blue stone here. And this is, just in case you are wondering, I've got these cards from the Gilded Tarot. Okay, so those are your three piles. Go for the one that feels right, and I'll see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, welcome back to your reading. Lovely to have you here. So today we're doing a pile on, or a reading on, does the person on your mind, the person you're thinking about, do they miss you? What are their thoughts and feelings, and do they have a next move in mind? Maybe, maybe not. So we're going to be looking at that, and you chose to come into the reading under the Judgment card here from the Gilded Tarot, plus this little star here. And I'm going to put the little star here next to my moon, or close to my moon, and I'm also just realised there's a little bit of nudity here, which I'm going to have to cover up there for the YouTube rules. Apologies, but we have to follow the rules. Otherwise, I'm likely to be struck, or this reading is likely to be struck from YouTube, and I don't want that to happen. So there you go. So, how are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? I really hope so. Sending you all my love and light, reminding you this is a timeless general reading. So just take the messages that resonate for you. So let's get straight to it. So does this person miss you, and what are they, what are they currently thinking and feeling? Let's have a look and see. Let's get out one of these cards. So does pile number one's person miss pile number one in whatever the situation is? I'm assuming it's some sort of separation or some kind of no contact or something like that. And are they missing pile number one currently? Okay, what we got? Moon, maybe, intuition. All right, let's put that there. Okay, sorry, let's just move that over. Let's see if we've got another one. Let's have one of these cards. Are they missing pile number one, please? Are they missing pile number one? How are they thinking and feeling? So we've got knowledge with the cornflower. Right, let's get out our tarot. So are they missing pile number one? What are their current thoughts and feelings about them? Are they missing pile number one? What are their current thoughts and feelings? We've got the Seven of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what else we've got. I'm currently missing pile number one. We have the Two of Pentacles, Judgment again, would you believe it? Okay, so I would say this person is missing you because you've got the Six of Cups here central, right? And the Judgment is all about something rising, a situation rising for the better. Now, the Six of Cups is a card of, you know, it can be a card of reconciliation. It's often a card of nostalgia, looking back, reminiscing, all of that kind of stuff. So I would say it's also a sort of like it is a soul bond card, or a soulmate sort of energy to it. But it's central in the sense it's a very loving card as well. So it's when you're looking on something in a very loving way, a relationship in particular, maybe a relationship that has been around for a long time, or it feels like it's been around for a long time. That's that whole connection to a bit of a soul bond. And it's central here. So I would say, and because you've got the Judgment twice, that this person is definitely missing you. They're definitely looking back fondly, looking back nostalgically, believing that there is a strong bond, a strong soul bond between the two of you. Now, like right next to you, you've got the Hermit, which is a card of reflection. It's a card of going inwards, and it might be why you've got the knowledge, going inwards, trying to find answers, trying to look for the light, trying to find a way forward in the dark, really, and doing a lot of soul searching. So I would say this person is reflecting a lot on this relationship, on this connection, maybe with the intuition. They're going inward, as I said, because, you know, your intuition, you create silence, you listen to that little voice. So I feel like maybe they're going inward, listening a lot to what they are thinking, what they are feeling, doing a lot of, they might be spending a lot of time on their own as well, just giving this whole situation a huge amount of thoughts. The Seven of Cups is sort of like a dream energy, so I feel like there's probably doing a lot of dreaming, fantasizing, hoping. Maybe there's a lot of hope there. But it also is a little bit of a scattered energy, so it could be that this person is feeling a little bit lost, emotionally, maybe a little bit lost in this situation, a little bit lost without you, with the Seven of Cups here. A little bit unclear, maybe, of where they stand, of where the situation stands, of where the relationship stands. The Wheel of Fortune is also a card of fate, of destiny. And the reason why I'm reading it this way is because it comes right next to the Six of Cups, which is this sort of soul bond. So I feel like this person is feeling that maybe there's a destiny or a soul connection between the two of you. And the Wheel of Fortune is about, I want the fortunes in this situation to change. Maybe things are unpredictable at the moment. Like I said, maybe things are scattered, they're not clear, it's not stable. It could go up, it could go down, but I'm wanting things to go up. I want things to improve. And with the Two of Pentacles, I feel the lack. I mean, the Two of Pentacles is not a lot of anything really. So I would say with the Two of Pentacles, they're feeling the lack, and there's also a sense of, against this sense of juggling, of things not being stable, things not being secure, really. So yes, they're missing you. Yes, they're feeling unstable. They're feeling lonely. They could also be feeling quite lonely in this situation on their own, alone, reminiscing a lot, dreaming a lot about it, wanting the situation with the Wheel of Fortune to change and go in their favour, and with the Judgment card coming up twice, and that being the current energy, somehow wanting things to come back into balance, for the situation to rise, for it to be in a better place, really, to have a new cycle, really, as well. So that's kind of what I'm feeling there, but let's see what we got in terms of zodiac signs. So we've got Scorpio energy, we've also got Virgo, we have got Capricorn as well. Okay, so let's move those up a little bit and let's get some more cards out here on, are they missing you? Maybe get an idea of what, if they're going to do anything. They might be feeling all of this, but they may not have, their next move. They may not have a next move, or if they do, what is it? As well as a bit more on what they're thinking and feeling, please. ceremony. Interesting. Ceremony. Okay. Let's also get out one of these cards. What are they currently thinking of feeling? Do they have a next move in mind? If so, what is that? The Tomb. The Tomb. Let's get out some more tarot. What are their current thoughts and feelings? Do they have a next move in mind? What is their next move if they do? We have, okay, the Page of Swords, Seven of Cups again, the Five of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, okay, and the High Priest, which is actually the Hierophant in this deck. Okay. I mean, they're definitely still very, very, very curious about you. Page of Swords is like, you know, very curious energy. It's a little spy energy, really. So this person is definitely still curious about you. They want to know about you. They want to know about what you're doing. You know, find out about what's going on in your life still. There's this element of maybe confusion or not really being sure how things are going to pan out, or being in a state of uncertainty at the moment about how things are going to pan out in this relationship, right? So they're in this, but there's a sort of I feel like they're kind of like really dreaming still. Maybe they feel like it's a bit out of their reach. Maybe they feel like you're a little bit out of their reach somehow at the moment. But I feel like there's also this element of dreaming, of fantasizing. It could feel as well that they, with the Tomb here, they feel things are a little bit dead at the minute, or that again things are a little bit out of their reach somehow. The Five of Swords, you know, is a game of winners and losers, or is a card of winning and losing. So maybe they are thinking at the moment that they're not certain whether they will be able to recover this situation. They want it. I feel like they definitely want it back, but they are uncertain about whether they will be able to get it back, right? Maybe it feels like a little bit of a fantasy for them. But, and the Three of Wands is again a situation that's a bit stuck, right? There's not a lot of movement happening in it. Here. So it feels like to me this person feels things are a little bit stuck. There's an uncertainty to it. It's something that they dream about still, but they're not. There's sort of like there's a lack of confidence, I think, or they're not clear, or they're not sure about whether they could gain it back, or whether they might have lost it forever. Okay. But I do see a next move of moving towards you, but it is very slow, pile number one. It isn't something that's going to be quick, I don't think, really, because the Knight of Pentacles is really a slow moving energy. It's not a quick energy, but it is an energy of gradually, slowly and steadily moving towards, I feel like moving towards something where they do feel a bit more stable and secure, and where things are done, where things are healed over time, right? Where things are healed properly. Okay, there's something formal, right? There's something formal about the way in which they want to do it, right? So it's not going to be done quickly or without a lot of thoughts. I feel like this person wants to give it a lot of thought with a view to creating commitment. I feel like, because the Hierophant is about commitment, right? So I think this person is at the moment thinking and feeling that they want commitment. They want to raise the vibration of the connection so that it is more committed. But their next move, and the next move might be to maybe message you with the Page of Swords here as an initial kind of message, as initial kind of like reaching out, because this kind of wizard is reaching out. So I feel like maybe there's an initial move of reaching out, sending a message, connecting with you in that way. But I feel like it's about building things back up slowly, very, very, very slowly here. The Three of Wands can be a card of preparation, so it's getting ready to get to move and to build that up slowly, right? So that's kind of what I feel they are thinking and feeling here. So it's definitely about reconcile. They do want to reconcile, but they want to do it very slowly. But they might initially want to just reach out with a little bit of a hi, or I don't know, or maybe a look at your social media and just like you on social media, or just give you a bit of an indication that they're still interested, they're still looking you up, they're still kind of connected. But it is very slow, I think, as well, because maybe with this card here there was some pain in the kind of split, or maybe they were the ones to lose, or they feel like they were the ones to lose out, and they don't, you know, they want to make sure this time around that it's done carefully and slowly and over time, really, so it can be built up in a sort of a steady way, really, in a balanced way, I would say, for sure. Okay, so what do we have here? So we've got all of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. We've also got Scorpio energy. We've also got Aries energy and Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Let's see if we have any messages here for pile. Are there any messages here for pile number 1 from their person? Any messages at all? What might those messages be? Oh, look at that love call. And it does come right under the Page of Swords. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. The Dragonfly, be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change and heal. Right, I feel like it's these, well, not all of them, but I did see these two, so I'm going to go for those two here. Which is heartbroken. Yeah, I feel like it's funny because it comes right under the Five of Swords. Deeply hurt, sad, a separation, breakup, feeling lost. I said that, didn't I? I said the feeling lost, grieving and mourning. And look at this photograph. Looking at your photos, Six of Cups, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So there you go, pile number 1. That has been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to hear more, follow me. But otherwise, have a great day. I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. Thanks for joining me. So today we're doing a reading on, does the person on your mind, are they missing you? What are they thinking and feeling? And you know, do they have a next move in mind or not? So you have got, or you came in under the Queen of Cups, and I'm using the Gilded Tarot for this reading. So there you go, the Queen of Cups, plus this little kind of, I suppose it's like a little peach, little kind of peach type bead here. It's got a little peach hue or tint. I'm just going to put that there. I hope everyone's doing really well. Send you all my love and light, and just remind you always, as always, it is a timeless general reading, so just take the messages that resonate with you. So let's get some cards out, shall we? Let's get some oracle cards out on, you know, do they miss you? What are their current thoughts and feelings? So I'm assuming it's some sort of breakup, no contact situation, or in separation or something. And we're asking, aren't we, do they miss you? Let's get that let's try and get that card back in focus if we can. Okay, I'm sure it'll come into focus soon. So does their pile number one's person, pile number two's person miss them? What is their current thoughts and feelings? So we have moon circles supports. Okay. Right, let's put that there. Actually, I might just move that over slightly, so I've got a little bit more room for that. Right, let's get out one of these cards, actually. So, are they missing pile number two? How are they thinking and feeling about pile number two? I think it's that one. Fear. Okay. I feel like it's these two, actually, so I'm going to take them. Fear and sleep. Right. Let's get out. I might do that, actually. Let's see if we've got some tarot. Okay, so is pile number two's person missing pile number two? What are they thinking and feeling right now about pile number two? Are they missing them? What are they thinking and feeling, please? So we have the Knight, let's bring that in there, the Knight of Pentacles. There we go, the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Death card. We have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Oh yeah, I can see why you've got the Fear card here. And the Four of Pentacles. Are they missing you? I would say yes, they are. But there is a lot of, there seems to be a lot of heaviness in this situation for them, with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, you've got the Death card. So this, I also got the Sleep card. So this person really is feeling kind of quite alone. I think this person is feeling quite alone, really, without you. They're feeling like it's heavy. The situation is really heavy. The Ten of Wands is really feeling burdened, heavy, tired. The Ten of Swords is, you know, you've usually, you know, you're sort of dead on your feet, really. Something has actually, it feels, to me, this person's maybe feeling that this, it feels very final. They feel very wounded. This is a card of feel, you know, of real wounding. So there's a lot of wounding here. There's a lot of pain, anxiety. They may not be in very good shape at the moment, I would say. This sense of hibernation. So they might be spending a lot of time on their own. They may be, yeah, feeling very isolated, I would say. But you've got these two cards here, which is, I think this person is maybe hoping for some sort of transformational or a new start here, a new beginning possibly, with the Ace of Cups next to the Death card. The Death card is about change and transformation, so it's about something dying, because with the Ten of Swords, that's always about, it's actually about death and rebirth, really, because with the Ten of Swords, like the Death card, there's always that glimmer of hope of things rising from a desperate situation. Things, it's like that sort of saying, you know, it can't get any worse, it can only get better, kind of thing. It's that sort of feeling to it, it's that kind of meaning to it. So I would say there's three cards here about kind of renewal, about new starts, about new beginnings, about reconciliations. But this person, no doubt, there's no doubt that the energy of this person is very low, and they might be needing, with the Sleep card here. Do you know what this reminds me of? There's that, they say that when people particularly children, when they go through huge trauma, and a way of coping with that is that they sleep, right? They go to sleep. And this is reminding me of of hibernation and being in the womb and everything. And it just it just made me feel of that. Like, so I feel like this situation has been traumatic, very traumatic. And this person might be kind of overwhelmed with it all and just be trying to sort of block things out as a way of kind of coping, really. But there is something about them also wanting, we've also got this moon circles support, some kind of renewal here. Maybe they're wishing and hoping for some kind of renewal. And with the Queen of Cups, I mean, that is essentially a card of healing, because the Queen of Cups is a very healing energy, very loving energy. So my sense is that this person does miss you, and that they're looking for healing, maybe new beginnings. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's something that's done in a very slow and steady way. It's not something that's done with quick moves, really. The Knight of Pentacles is slowly building something back up. And the overarching energy is the Four of Pentacles. Well, the Four of Pentacles is about amassing something. It's about holding on to something. So I feel like this person is somehow wanting to hold on still to the relationship, or hold on still to you. This could also represent you, the Queen of Cups, which is a very loving, nurturing, caring energy. So this person still has love for you, still has care towards you, or maybe feels that you are someone who is loving, caring and nurturing at your core. And this person is not wanting to let go of it. I feel like they're wanting to transform it. They're hoping for a new cycle, a new beginning, a new era, really, with the Ace of Cups being central. A new beginning, a new start, maybe in love for you and them. But it feels very heavy and difficult for them at the moment. It feels traumatic. They might be in rest mode, or just feeling quite unwell, needing to retreat. They might feel quite lonely or alone. Yeah. It feels a bit brutal. I think this person maybe thinks it feels a bit brutal, or the whole situation is a little bit brutal, really, somehow. Maybe it has been brutal to you as well. Yeah, painful, very painful. Okay, so what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. We've got Scorpio. We've also got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. As well as Gemini and as well as Sagittarius. Right, let's get out some other oracle cards on... maybe let's get some idea of what might be their next move, if any. Also, as well as what they're thinking and feeling, a continuation of what they're thinking and feeling. What's the next move, if any, really, for pile number 2's person? Action. Ooh, Venus flytrap. One action. Venus flytrap. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's get one more. Move these over slightly so we've got a bit more space. Let's see. What's their next move? If they've got one in mind, what are they thinking and feeling for pile number 2? Let's see, what have we got? Divergence. Divergence is like that, isn't it? Divergence. Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay, let's get some tarot. Okay, so what are their thoughts and feelings for pile number 2, and what's their next move, if they've got any in mind? What their thoughts and feelings, please. So we have 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the World, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. And it makes sense now you've got the divergence, you know, things going in kind of opposite directions. So you've got the Five of Swords here. Yeah, because the Five of Swords is about winners and losers. It's about two outcomes for the same card, right? Something that you're going to lose, something that you're going to win. So I would say that this person is has two sort of opposing positions, I guess, really. So I would say that they do want, in many ways, they do want to have a new cycle, have a new beginning. But it could also be that they're not sure, they're not confident that you would want that, right? There's something about that as well. But they're also in two minds. There's a sort of a two-mind kind of energy here, right? So because the Eight of Cups is about walking away. The World is an ending of a cycle, okay? So it could be that they sometimes think that it's best to stay in separation. It's best to keep you separate and see it as some sort of dream or fantasy. But there's also part of them with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles that is wanting to hold on. And with the Queen of Pentacles, again, the King and the Queen of Pentacles are counterparts, aren't they? So I would say maybe there's an element of, and that's why you've got two sort of opposing forces with the divergence, really. So there might be two things going on in their mind. Should I stay in this situation? Should I hold on? I feel like they want to hold on. But maybe they think, oh, perhaps it's for the best if we don't get back together, or if we don't, if we stay, you know, away from each other, we end this situation. But I also still feel like we've got a lot of potential with the King of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles. We still have this great connection. The Four of Pentacles, I still want to kind of like hold on to it. So again, yeah, and I'm just noticing as well, we've got sleep, haven't we? And then we've got action, right? Which again are two opposites, aren't they? So do I take action, or do I stay separate from pile number two? So I feel like this person has two opposing positions that they are in, and that's why you've got this sort of sense of confusion here, because the Seven of Cups is about feeling kind of confused, right? So yeah, so do we stay in separation? But there is still love for you. There is still a huge amount of love for you here with the Queen of Cups. They, in many ways, want to heal this situation. And I feel like in many ways they feel like there's still a lot of a potential for the relationship. They still feel that there's potential for the relationship. But I would say that they are in a state of kind of like confusion, really. And so if they do anything in terms of going with that part of them that wants to hold on to the situation, it's going to be really slow with the Knight of Pentacles here. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a card of slow movement. I don't see their next move as being anything other than like their next move, if you like, their immediate next move. I don't see an immediate next move, if I'm honest. What I see them is having a lot of fantasies about you, but being in some sort of confused state about whether to stay connected to you or whether to not stay connected to you, right? Because they're torn. I think that's the word I want to use. They're kind of torn. I feel like they're stuck. They don't seem to know or be able to move forward really at the moment, because they're kind of stuck in this 1 foot in, kind of 1 foot out, or 1 foot still invested and 1 foot pulling back, really. So but I do feel that over time, I do feel this person will come back towards you, because you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is very slow action. I do feel that will kind of win out, but it's just a very slow process, really. I think because they eventually will realise that you and them have a very strong bond, that they feel committed to it. But I suppose what I'm saying is they're not in a place, I don't think at the moment, to immediately come back, really. So they don't have a next move in mind. They're still too mixed up, confused, unsure, stuck, but still holding on to the connection, but not in a position immediately to do anything much to try to do anything other than dream of a new beginning or a new start or reconciliation or healing. I feel like maybe they just need to heal a bit. Actually, they need to spend a bit of time working on themselves. But eventually, in the future, before, after the next move, if you know what I mean, then I would say with the Knight of Pentacles, there's action, slow action towards this. Now, whether you want to wait for that is up to you, really. But I don't see it being a quick. I don't really see it being a quick thing, really. Pile number 2, if I'm honest. It just seems to me this person might have a lot to heal, really. And when they do come back toward you, if they do come back toward you, you want them to be clear, don't you? You don't want them to be in this wishy-washy sort of energy. And I feel that that's how they are at the moment. They're sort of holding on, wanting renewal, but also kind of pulling back, if you know what I mean. And because they're not, they're not clear in themselves, or they're not strong in themselves, maybe. Is probably what I want to say there. But with this Knight of Pentacles, let's just extend that Knight of Pentacles, actually. Let's just extend that Knight of Pentacles. Anything on the Knight of Pentacles for pile number 2 here? Anything else on the Knight of Pentacles? What have we got? The Nine of Swords. Oh, the Devil. Anything else? The Tower, my goodness. No wonder it's slow. What's at the bottom? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, that Knight of Pentacles, the reason why it's so slow here is why the movement is so slow is because there's so much fear. This person has a lot of fear with the Nine of Swords, right? It's got a lot of fear. The Devil, maybe there's a lot of negativity, toxicity, shadow. Maybe there's been a lot of shadow in this situation. The Tower, something fell. Maybe it was very painful. Maybe it was very sudden, the way things happened. But there's a lot of doubt. And the Devil is also about doubt and fears and limitations and holding yourself back. So I feel this person really needs to spend a lot of time working on themselves, right? And the Nine of Pentacles is getting to a place where you feel stable and secure and solid within yourself. So I think that's why it's so slow in terms of them eventually making their way back, because there's a lot of stuff here that they have to overcome until they get to that place where they just feel a lot better in themselves. Now, do you want to wait for that? That's kind of up to you. Let's pull some cards out on whether, is it what's your advice, I guess. So what would be pile number 2's advice? Let's put those back so they're not curled together. What would be pile number 2's advice? Should they wait around? What should they do? What's pile number 2's advice in this situation? What is their advice in this kind of situation? We've got the 8 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Wands. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And then we've got the Star. The High Priestess. I think the advice to you as well is also to use this time for healing and going inwards, really. with the Star card here and the Nine of Pentacles, to also use this time for yourself, to not be too focused on this other person, to use this time for yourself, to go inwards, with the High Priestess here, to listen to your intuition as well about this situation. And the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands is to, I feel like here is to maybe not get overwhelmed by it, or not feel, or not allow it to not be so, I feel like the thing is not to be so focused on this relationship or this situation, right? To regain your focus and purpose on what's important for you. So, and I'm sure this relationship is important, but I think there's something about you maybe detaching a little bit from it and regaining your own sense of focus about what's important in your life and what you want in your life going forwards, and not to worry too much or focus too much on this situation, but to focus on yourself, on your own well-being, on your own independence, on doing other things that give you joy, that give you happiness, that make you feel healthy and whole. So I suppose at the end of the day, the advice here is to just not, to not focus on this relationship. I think that's kind of what I want to say. And if they do come back, they hopefully will come back in a better place, in a better state. But your job is to just take your mind off that now, is to take your focus away from that relationship now, and to focus on you and what's important to you, and other relationships, other people, other things, other stuff that you've got going on. Regain your focus with the Eight of Wands, right? You're up to, although that might be challenging, that might be difficult, you're up to the challenge, you can do it. And I think intuitively you probably know that anyway. Yeah, it's time to reshift or shift your focus to yourself rather than this holding on to this connection. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, hit that bell if you want to hear more. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So lovely to have you here. So today we are doing a reading on the person on your mind, and we're asking, do they miss you? What are their thoughts and feelings? And, do they have a next move in mind? And what might that be? So you chose to come into the reading under the Four of Swords. This is the Gilded Tarot, by the way. And also this little blue stone that I've got here, which I love the colour of. There we go. I'm going to put that there. Super duper. So let's get straight to it for pile number 3. I hope you're doing really, really well. Sending you lots of love and light, and just reminding you that it's a timeless general reading. So just take the messages that feel right to you. Let's get straight to it. So let's get a few oracle cards out, shall we? First of all, on, are they missing you? What are they currently thinking and feeling? So is pile number 3's person missing them in this, what I'm assuming is a no contact situation or a separation situation? Are they missing pile number 3? What are they currently thinking and feeling? So we have Ring Around the Moon protection, right? So let's put that there. Let's bring that right over so we can see it. Okay, so we've got the word protection there. Let's have this card. So, are they missing pile number 3? What are they thinking and feeling about pile number 3 at the moment? Travel. Okay. Let's get out some tarot. Right, so how are they thinking and feeling about pile number 3? What's going on? How are they thinking and feeling about them? Are they missing them? Please make it really clear for me. And for pile number 3. So we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Devil. The 8 of Swords. The Knight of Wands. How are they feeling about pile number 3? 2 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. There's something about feeling stuck at the minute. Okay, and that might be why I got the 4 of Swords, because the 4 of Swords is about feeling, is like resting. It's a card of rest, and it's a card when you really need that rest. So it could be that both of you are really feeling quite low in this situation at the moment, or somebody is feeling quite low, in need of rest, respite. They might be feeling quite unwell. It could indicate that the situation is in separation. It's in rest mode at the moment. But the 8 of Swords is a sense of stuckness, not knowing what way to turn, how to move forward, that kind of thing. There's a sense of learning here. The Page of Pentacles, the overarching energy is a card of Page of Pentacles is a card of learning. So maybe there's a bit of learning going on at the moment, or the beginnings of some enlightenment or learning in this period, in this time at the moment. There's definitely a lot of desire, I think, still for you, because you've got the Devil and you've got the Knight of Wands, and both those cards is about desire. So this person definitely has a lot of desire, a lot of attraction towards you. Yeah, I would say, definitely say that. But there is some sort of, maybe some toxicity in this situation with the Devil card here, or some negativity. So something or someone or the situations became very toxic, or very negative. Maybe it had negative patterns, negative dynamics, something like that. Then maybe there was some selfishness in it, for sure. But I feel that this person does, with the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. So they're certainly contemplating some sort of maybe new beginning with you. They're also seeing that, so as well as desire, there is also seems to be love in this situation for them, right, with the 2 of Cups, because the 2 of Cups is a very loving card. It can be, I often see the 2 of Cups as a bit of a soul bond card, because it's a beautiful relationship with a solid foundation underneath it. So maybe this is something that this person aspires to recreate with you, or to have with you. Maybe it wasn't like that before, right, for some of you. But this person is maybe aspiring to having that with you, right? And has a huge desire for you. But there's something about the current energy where there's some little bit of learning going on, or a little bit of enlightenment happening somehow. Maybe some transformation here. The travel might actually be something that has to happen in this instance. So maybe somebody has to travel towards somebody else. But let's see what else we've got. So let's see what the zodiac signs are, though. But we've got all of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Capricorn, we've got Gemini, and we've also got all of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and actually all of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I mean, maybe for some of you this relationship was in its early stages and it fell apart, maybe. Because the Page of Pentacles is sort of like a very young energy. So maybe you've had a bit of a row, it's been early days and you've had a bit of a row or something. But there's still a huge amount of desire here. And maybe this person is contemplating a new start or a new beginning with you somehow. wants to protect the situation. I don't know, but let's see what else we've got first before we come to too many conclusions. Let's get out some more oracle cards here for pile number 3. So is their person missing them? So I would say that they are missing you. Yeah, I feel like they are missing you because there's a huge amount of desire still. But there's this sense of stuckness right in the middle here with the 8 of Swords. So maybe the situation is stuck, maybe this person feels stuck. Maybe they haven't let go of the situation. They're still stuck in it. So how are they feeling? Thinking about pile number 3? Are they missing them? What can you show me, please? Fertility, with a flower called the Cattleya or the Cattleya orchid. Card number 18, fertility. I suppose that's all about growth, isn't it? Being something that's fertile. Things are going to grow in fertile land, aren't they? Let's see what else we've got. How are they thinking and feeling about pile number 3 currently? They may also have certain fears and doubts. There may be certain fears and doubts about this connection as well, somehow. But that hasn't stopped them from feeling desire or from feeling love. Foresight. They may be still keeping an eye on you. They may be still looking at you from afar. Maybe with a cat here, they're thinking with the 9 lives, they're thinking there's possibility of reconciliation or something like that. Let's get out some more tarot. So let's ask, what are their thoughts, feelings? Are they missing pile number 3? And is there a next move for them? Do they have a next move in mind? What is that? Okay, so let's ask. Death. The Emperor. The Devil again. The shadow side is the Devil, right? Then we've got the King of Cups. And then we've got the 7 of Wands. High Priestess. Yeah, I think there might be a stuckness to this situation because there's a lot of fear and doubt and uncertainty and negativity. There's definitely some toxicity in this situation, right? But it could also be just fears and doubts and limiting beliefs about it that this person is allowing, or that has held this situation back. So it could either be toxic behaviour, negative behaviour, or limiting beliefs, fears and doubts that cause this situation to be stuck. So maybe, I don't know, whatever the situation is, maybe there's a huge potential for this situation, but for some reason it's stuck because somebody in it or 2 people in it are just held back by their own negative beliefs or doubts or fears about this situation or this relationship in some way. Because I do feel there's love, because we've got the King of Cups here, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, right? So there is a huge amount of love. This person does feel love, right? Maybe they are wanting some healing with the King of Cups here in this relationship. Death, they're looking for transformation. And I said that again when I saw the butterfly, didn't I? So I feel like they're looking for some kind of transformation in this situation. I mean, the Emperor has a strategy, has a plan, right? So I feel like this person might be strategizing or planning or trying to think of a way to overcome this negativity, to overcome this shadow or this toxicity that is in this relationship, that's in this connection, right? Whatever that happens to be, they're looking with the Emperor here to maybe take charge of it. And if it's theirs, if it's their issue, their problem, I think they're trying to take charge of that. They're trying to deal with that, right? And move forward and become maybe more in touch with their feelings, more loving. So maybe there was something about them that meant, because the devil can be a very selfish energy, obviously, an energy which is just interested in themselves, in a quick fix, in a quick hit to meet whatever, you know, desire they have at any given moment. So that's why you get a lot of addictions attached to the devil, you know, people that are addicted to that quick hit. So maybe this person has that kind of characteristic where they were selfish and it was just about them. But now they're trying to come up with some sort of strategy or plan to get through that into a more loving phase, to face the challenges, to face the difficulties, right? To overcome them, because Seven of Wands is always about overcoming challenges so that they can be more loving, or they can connect in a more loving way in this relationship. Because maybe they just weren't able to show that before, or they weren't able to access that, maybe because of their own shadow or their own difficulty. And maybe that's why you got the Four of Swords. So maybe this person's been a little bit unwell, or someone's been a little bit unwell in this, mentally, you know, so allowing negativity to take control somehow. And this person is trying to come up with a strategy or a way of kind of managing that, of dealing with that, so that they can maybe be more loving in the connection, or access more loving feelings. And that's challenging, right? That is challenging, but they're willing to overcome the challenges. So I feel this person's got a lot going on internally with the High Priestess. There's a lot going on internally. There's a lot that they're looking on the inside of them now, right? On their in their internal world, which maybe is something to do with them having to heal this kind of shadow, this huge shadow that they have, really. I mean, I'm not getting a huge amount of cards on the next move, so I'm actually just going to ask, what is the next move, if there is one. So does pile number 3's person have a next move in mind? And if so, what is that? Do they have a next move in mind? What is that next move? So we have 6 of Cups, the 2 of Swords. What is their next move? Do they have a next move? What is it? The 10 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Oops, at the bottom of the deck. Justice. I mean, I do think with the Justice card is there's something about wanting to set something right in this situation. So they do want to set things right. So maybe they want to bring things, I suppose it's not really a next move, it's more like an intention. I suppose their intention is to bring things back into balance in this situation, right? But there's a certain amount of uncertainty to it, because you've got the 2 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. With the Wheel of Fortune, things can go up or they can go down, so it's unpredictable. And the 2 of Swords is, again, you know, it can go that way or it can go that way. There's two different, it's about being stuck, really. So I feel like this person is a little bit stuck. The 10 of Swords is a situation that has come to an end, and the 6 of Cups is about reconciliation. So I feel like this person does want to set things right, and their intention is for reconciliation, but there's a certain amount of uncertainty for them still, and they have a slight hope, because with the 10 of Swords, when something's completely dead, there's always a chance for renewal. You'd always get a little bit of a light in the 10 of Swords for a new dawn, if you like. So I feel like this person is hopeful for a new dawn, and they want eventually for things to be set right. And the 6 of Cups is all about being nostalgia, looking back, wanting reconciliation. But I don't get, what I'm not getting here is anything immediate, really. What I feel is that there's more an intention on this person to bring back balance into this situation and to think very fondly of it, think very lovingly of it. But I guess, yeah, so they have love, maybe they have a desire for a new beginning, a new cycle. There's a huge amount of desire still. But I feel like maybe this person's got a lot of work to do on themselves. There's a lot of shadow here to heal. And yeah, Five of Swords, again, winners and losers. So Five of Swords is about maybe this person just feels like it's a situation that they're not certain they could win back, or that they could have back, even though there's a lot of love, even though they feel a lot of nostalgia for it, they feel like you and them have got a soul bond. It just feels like very insecure and unstable, and their intention is, you know, in this lifetime, if you like, to eventually get to a state of balance, maybe to a state of setting things right, maybe apologising if they need to apologise, or you know, to do the right thing by you. But I don't get a sort of next move in terms of coming forwards, or yeah, connecting with you, if I'm honest, pile number 3. And that's probably why your main card is the Four of Swords, because that is a card of rest and respite. The High Priestess is a private energy. These are both kind of insular cards, really. So I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, it's a period of learning for this person. It's a period of healing. It's a period of working on a lot of stuff that they need to work on. And maybe there's a hope that you'll forgive them, that they can do the right thing by you at some point through an apology, or yeah, set things right in some way. But I don't, yeah, I've got to be honest, I don't see a next move for them towards you. So that is your reading, pile number 3. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you want to hear more. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.